Hello guys and good morning, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome again, karibuni sana. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, karibu sana, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And for the returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. It's a beautiful morning. Today is Monday and I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do as a mom of 3 to manage my time and to ensure that I'm not overwhelmed. As you know, being a mother of 3 or even 4 or even 2, regardless, and you don't have a nanny, it gets to be a little bit tricky, especially if you are on this other side of the world where you can't afford to have a nanny or even have someone, maybe a relative or a friend who could just pop in and assist with the kids. It gets tricky anyway, so I'm going to share a few tips that helps me to move around things, especially that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I have 3 kids to cater for and to tend to. And hopefully some of the things that I'm going to share today are going to inspire you if you're a mom out there, and hopefully you're going to even apply them in your life. So without further ado, let's just get to it. One thing that has really helped me for a while now is planning my day, and I think I've been having an issue with just journaling for a long time, and it took me a while before I could accept and really be intentional about journaling, planning how my day is gonna be. Basically during Monday's morning I do plan the whole of my week, and then after that I trim it down to planning how I want my day to look like. And it feels so great at the end of the day when I get to tick what I have done, even if it's 1 or 2. It just gives me a lot of peace knowing that I got to finish at least 1, if not all of them, and I definitely know what to do and when to do it. And after that basically is when I will get some time to also plan my meal plans. I also know that I do like cooking either after every 2 days, if not after every 3 days, so I do ensure that my meal plans are well in place. We do have a meals timetable where we draw our shopping list from. I think I've shared this before in my previous videos. And then also I do look at the meals timetable and know what kind of food that we need to cook for the week. So for example, I cook on Sunday a bit, and then I cook on Tuesday or Wednesday for the next 2 days, and that really helps me knowing that I can do other stuff because there's food in the fridge and the kids can have their meals any time of the day. Something else that works really well with my time management is my structured morning routines. I do wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, well except maybe on Saturdays and sometimes Sunday. I am not a morning person, honestly. I really struggle waking up very early in the morning, but because I have kids who go to school, that means I have to wake up early to be able to prepare for them. And I also know that I can sleep very late. I'm not a morning person, person, but I can sleep very late doing something during the night. Anyway, so I wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then I have my own personal time where I get to reflect how I want my day to be, pray, just basically having my own personal space before the kids wake up. And then I prepare breakfast, of course, for the kids. I wake them up between 7 and 7:10, and then we go to shower. We do shower, all of us, in the morning, so that is one of the ways that really helps me. And my kids have really gotten into that system to a point that whenever it's holidays or it's weekend, they just go to the shower immediately. They wake up by themselves, and that has really helped me a lot. Yeah, so immediately I do that. I know that during the day I don't have to like wash our little girl who is 2 years old. I've already done that. They leave for school and I remain at home with my little daughter, and this is the part where I get to plan my day and also do a little bit of cleaning before I could now continue with my day. And then when the boys come back from school, if they need to do a bath, especially when they've had PE in school, they do a bath again. Something else that has really been a game changer for me is time blocking. This is where I basically allocate specific time blocks for different activities, whether it's work related, whether it's household chores, or just quality time with the kids. And it has really helped me stay focused and avoid multitasking, which can be quite draining. If you're a mom, you definitely know that you have a lot on your plate, especially when you don't have a nanny or someone to help you around with the house chores or the kids. You feel like you have a lot to do and so little time to execute them. And I found out, especially when we came here and also being the first time that I'm without a nanny, it was really draining. It was eating me up. I was having a lot of tension headaches, a lot of migraines, and it wasn't basically good for my health. So I came to realize that I am not a super mom, I am just a mom, and my kids look at me as their mom and basically not a super mom, and that's enough. And the sooner we realize that as moms, we are going to have things easier around the house. So basically I try as much as possible to just, especially when I know that I'm having a rough day or I'm having a rough week, I just tend to know that I need to allocate different things at different times. Sometimes I just don't need to work with the planner. So I just say, you know what, it's now morning, my little girl wants my attention and she's feeling overwhelmed, and I'm feeling overwhelmed because maybe she's crying. So I decide to just give her the attention, and I know her sleeping pattern. So I know by this time of the day my daughter usually sleeps, so this is the time where I can choose to focus on work like completely, and that works for me. I also know that when the kids arrive from school, it is when, if we don't have food in the fridge, that is when I get to now decide to go to the kitchen. That means I close the laptop, I put everything down, and I focus on them, ensuring that they have snack after school, and also I prepare dinner early so that they can eat and sleep early if the next day is school. I also try as much as possible to ensure that I do have everything organized in the house. For example, we do laundry every once a week, and that is basically either Saturday or Sunday morning, and my husband really helps me with that a lot. These are some of the things that are really working for me. So if you're struggling and you're feeling like things are not working for you, you want to be a superman, maybe you need to tone down and just do that which you can do and just leave the rest. Time blocking is one thing that is really going to help you because it has been a game changer for me. So maybe you might want to consider working with that too. Another amazing way for me to manage my time is basically prioritizing tasks, and this is quality over quantity. Once you realize what's important for you, then you would definitely put all your focus there and then finish the rest when you are free. I've learned to prioritize quality over quantity in everything that I do, whether it's quality time with the kids or work output or just self-care time. I just try as much as possible to just put all my actions there, all my focus there, and it has really helped me more, and I feel so much fulfilled and less overwhelmed, because like I shared before that when we came here, a lot of things were going on and I used to just doubt myself and feel like I'm not good enough, like I'm not giving my best in everything that I do. But once I learned to master these tips and tricks, it really got in the way to help me a lot, even mentally, with the way I'm thinking, with the way I'm prioritizing things, the way I do my stuff. I know when I need to play with the kids, I know when I need to do homework with them, I know when I need to be in the kitchen, I know when I need to be on the laptop. Basically, I know when I need to take care of myself, whether that means just studying the Word of God, or just watching a movie, or calling a loved one, or just taking a walk. Basically, what I have learned over the past few years or few months is to prioritize things for myself, for my own good, and also just to help me manage my time, especially as a mom. And this has really come in handy. And so if you are thinking of just ways of managing your time, do that which is important first for yourself and then do the rest later on. And lastly, delegating duties. I know that this is one of the things that we moms struggle with a lot. We often feel like we need to do everything by ourselves, and we feel like it's our responsibility as mom just to work things around the house. And one thing I've learned over the years is delegating tasks to the people that you live with actually is so liberating. You get to feel like you have some free time to do other things that really truly matter. So whether that means getting help with the household chores or involving your kids to just do some things in the house, like picking up toys or cleaning the table once they finish eating, these things really help you to just free up some space that you might even need this space to rest. Basically, I think for me, one of the things that has really worked is I have trained my kids to be able to spread their beds whenever they wake up in the morning. Sometimes sometimes they do forget, and it's okay. That is still part of the training, and they might not even do it as neat as I want them to be, but I still allow them to do that because I do come back later on and just ensure that I straighten it up to be neat. And also the days that I don't feel well, or maybe I have a lot in my plate, this is the time when I just leave the bed like that. It's not as neat as it should be, but it's better, you know. Also, I have trained them to pick up toys once they are done playing, and I usually ensure that they do this before they have dinner. And initially, I remember I would feel so frustrated picking the toys, and I would get so angry, and I would sometimes just lash out at them, you know. And I remember my nannies had the same problem, but we came to realize that the best thing to deal with that is just training and teaching them that you need to pick your toys once you're done playing. It's your responsibility and it's your own mess, you know. And also I have trained them to just clean up the table once they are done eating food. Again, I said they might not do a better job or a neat job as we expect them to, but it is all part of training. They keep learning and they will get better with time. So I allow them to clean the table, and then when I'm done washing the utensils, I go back and do another round just to ensure it's clean enough. And I've also realized that my first son really enjoys doing these things, and sometimes he just comes to the kitchen and asks me, "Mom, do you need help with anything?" And that is really soothing, especially when someone asks you that question. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to delegate duty. These are some of the things that has really helped me to free up some time and rest or do something else that really needs my attention. So if you're a mom and you're struggling, just know that you're not a super mom. There is no trophy for doing everything by yourself. Don't hurt yourself, love yourself, and just share the responsibility with your loved ones or with the people that you live with. That is all I had for you today. I hope that these time management tips resonate with all the amazing moms out there. Know that you're doing an amazing job. Remember that finding the right balance takes time and patience, but it's absolutely achievable. If you have any other management tips or tricks that works for you, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Let's continue to support and inspire each other on this beautiful journey of motherhood. If you've watched till the end, thank you so much. Please like this video, share with your loved ones, family and friends, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so right now. It will really help me go a long way, and I'll see you guys in the next